All right, California real estate professionals, listen up. If you want to stay compliant, competitive, and actually protect your commission this coming year, you are in the right place. We are breaking down the absolute must-know updates. Let's get right into it.
You know, the ground is always shifting under our feet in this business. So, in the next few minutes, we're going to cover the most important changes in listings, disclosures, and agreements, all so you can update your playbook and really stay ahead of the curve. First up, listings. We're going to tackle two immediate changes that are going to affect how you list properties. And we're starting with one that's actually already in effect. Okay, this is a huge one for your listing strategy. The CRMLS has officially changed the rule for resetting the days on market clock. It used to be 90 days off market. Now, it's down to just 30. And this rule is live right now, which means you can start using this faster reset to your advantage today. And speaking of listings, there's a new law coming January 1st with some pretty serious teeth. And it's all about how you use photos, not just in the MLS, but in all of your advertising. So what's the line here between a simple enhancement and a flat-out misrepresentation? Well, as you can see, basic tweaks, adjusting the lighting, making the colors pop, that's all fine. But the second you start changing reality, like adding a cozy fire, photoshopping a sunny sky, or magically erasing power lines, you've crossed the line into a real danger zone. So how do you comply with this? Well, the law itself is crystal clear, even while the MLS figures out the final technical details. It really just boils down to two simple steps. First, you have to disclose that the photo has been altered. And second, you have to provide the original untouched version, either by posting it right there or giving a link to it. And don't get this twisted, the stakes here are really, really high. This is not just a slap on the wrist fine from the MLS. Nope, this is state law. The Department of Real Estate is going to be enforcing this, which means violations could lead to serious licensing and ethics complaints. Okay, moving on. It's not just your listing photos that need more transparency. We're also seeing brand new disclosure requirements that seriously expand your duties as an agent. Just read that quote. Let that sink in for a second. There's a new third-hand smoke disclosure law coming, and it has an incredibly long memory. It's about any known history of smoking on the property. And as you can see, the scope here is broad. We're talking tobacco, nicotine products, and yes, even vaping. This is now going to be part of the TDS, so all the usual exemptions apply. But the key thing to remember is this is about any known history, no matter how long ago it was. Next up, there's a new law aimed at solving that classic headache, the uncooperative HOA. It forces HOAs to provide those mandatory balcony inspection reports along with all the other disclosures. And you better believe lenders will be asking for these, so just be prepared for this to become a standard part of every condo deal. Now let's talk about the paperwork that actually protects your business and your commission. There are some really crucial updates to the agreements you're using every single day. The buyer-broker agreement is getting a few small but super important updates to remove any ambiguity. First, the term limit is now strictly 90 days. Don't write 3 months. That could cause problems. In fact, new forms will even default to 90 days to save you from making a mistake. Also, pay attention to the start dates. A new agreement can have a future start date, but a renewal has to start the day it's signed. Take a good look at this number, $1,500. That is the fine an agent can get hit with for not having a property image agreement if the MLS calls them on it. So this is a little-known rule that just became a huge liability. An agent was recently challenged for using photos their seller gave them. The MLS asked for the agreement, they didn't have one, and they almost got hit with that massive fine. The bottom line is this. If you are using photos from anyone other than yourself, a pro photographer, or even the seller, you absolutely have to get this agreement signed to prove you have the right to use them. Okay, for our final section, let's look at what's just over the horizon. From tech that's changing everything to new financial products your clients might start asking about. That was the stark warning given about artificial intelligence. Look, AI is transforming entire industries, and real estate is no exception. It's really no longer a question of if it's going to impact your business, but how you're going to leverage it to stay ahead of the game. You might also start hearing some buzz about two new mortgage ideas. The portable mortgage, which kind of works like an assumable one, and the 50-year mortgage. But honestly, the expert take is that these probably aren't going to be explosive game changers, especially when you realize a 50-year loan only lowers the payment by about $60 for every $100,000 you borrow. So things are definitely changing. The rules have changed, the tools are evolving. Staying informed, just like you're doing right now, is the most important first step. Now it's time to take these updates and integrate them into your daily practice. That's how you'll protect your clients, protect your commission, and protect your business in the year ahead.